The nose of the aircraft splits open like a jaw. Ground crew are already rolling a locomotive engine toward the cargo ramp. Not a car, not a container. A full-size train engine. 40 tons of steel, inching up into a fuselage that was never supposed to exist outside a military planner's fever dream. This is a normal Tuesday for the Antonov An-124. Most people think of a plane's size in terms of wingspan or passenger count. That's the wrong number. The number that actually matters, the one that decides whether an aircraft can move a battle tank, a satellite, or a hospital's worth of generators in a single flight, is payload, raw tonnage, what it can lift and carry without falling out of the sky. So which aircraft carry the most? We're counting down the 10 heaviest lifters ever built, ending with a machine so extreme it broke every record on this list at once, and hasn't flown since 2022. What actually limits how much an airplane can carry? Is it engines, wings, or something else entirely? And why did the single heaviest lifter in history come from a Cold War space program, not a cargo airline? Let's count down. Number 10, the Airbus A400M Atlas at 37 tons. Built for tactical military airlift, not brute maximum weight. It can land on dirt strips, a C-17 wouldn't touch, dropping paratroopers and light armor within a few hundred meters of the front line. Small on this list, but the most flexible aircraft on it. Number 9, the Airbus BelugaXL at 50.5 tons. That bulbous fuselage isn't for show. It exists to carry Airbus's own wings and fuselage sections between European factories. Enormous volume, unremarkable weight limit. Proof that biggest looking and heaviest carrying are two different contests entirely. Number 8, the Ilyushin Il-76, carrying up to 60 tons. The Soviet workhorse, still hauling cargo into rough airstrips across Africa and Central Asia today. 4 engines, a reinforced belly, and a reputation for surviving runways that would shred a Western freighter's landing gear. Number 7, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III at 77.5 tons. The aircraft that can land an M1 Abrams tank on a runway barely longer than a football field, then take off again from the same short strip. Not the heaviest lifter here, but arguably the most battle-tested. Number 6, the Antonov An-225 Antei at around 80 tons. The first wide-body cargo aircraft in history, flying since the 1960s. Massive contra-rotating propellers instead of jet engines. An oddball design that still outlifts most of the jets on this list. Number 5, the Boeing 777F at 102 tons. No other twin-engine jet on Earth carries this much. Airlines love it because 2 engines burn less fuel than 4. Proof that raw lifting power and efficiency aren't always at war with each other. Number 4, the Lockheed C-5M Super Galaxy at 127.5 tons, the largest aircraft in the U.S. Air Force fleet. Nose and tail both open, so vehicles can drive straight through the fuselage, in one end, out the other, without ever turning around inside the plane. Number 3, the Boeing 747-8F at 137.7 tons, the best-selling wide-body freighter on the planet, and the heaviest lifter still in regular commercial production. If your package crossed an ocean in the cargo hold of a jumbo jet, there's a good chance it rode inside one of these. Number 2, the Antonov An-124 Ruslan at 150 tons. The reigning heavyweight champion of production aircraft, and it's not close. Its nose lifts completely open, and its schedule is booked years in advance by governments and corporations who need to move something too big, too heavy, or too strange for anything else that flies. Locomotives, space hardware, entire power plant turbines. If it exists and it's enormous, someone has probably called an An-124 to move it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Every aircraft on this list so far, from the A400M to the An-124, is still dwarfed by what's coming next. Not by a little, by nearly double. Number 1, the Antonov An-225 Mriya at 250 tons, built in the 1980s for one job, hauling the Soviet space shuttle Buran on its back. 6 engines instead of 4. A wingspan longer than a football field. It didn't just win this category, it redefined where the category's ceiling was. For over 3 decades, nothing else came close, and by most measures, nothing still has. Here's why that matters. The An-225 wasn't built to serve an airline or a general logistics need. It was a single-purpose machine, designed around one payload, the Buran orbiter, and only later repurposed for commercial oversized cargo. That's why only one was ever finished. There was never meant to be a fleet of them. The aircraft was destroyed on the ground at Hostomel Airport, Ukraine, in February 2022, during the opening days of the Russian invasion. The only completed An-225 in existence, gone in a single strike. Antonov has discussed building a second airframe from spare components. As of now, no firm decision has followed. So the next time a jumbo jet rumbles overhead, remember, somewhere out there, an An-124 is probably mid-flight with a locomotive strapped inside its belly. And for 36 years, an even bigger machine flew above all of them, built to carry a spacecraft on its back. That machine is gone? Its record isn't. Not yet. Next time on Hyperflight Saga, the 10 largest helicopters ever built. Subscribe so you don't miss it.